Alright, g'day ladies and gentlemen, legends of the highest regard, and we seem to have good internet tonight, so welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, the world adventure that we have going here in the Trinidad TB21GT. It is an absolute pleasure to finally be able to be back and be streaming. I know I tried last night and my internet was just like, haha, motherfuckers, fuck you! And then decided to shut down, which was really great because I'd been counting down the hours earlier in that day to, you know, the ability to return to the streaming. So I was just like, you know, throwing my hands up in the air. I almost felt like Teo Cruz or whoever it is, you know. I throw my hands up in the air sometimes, singing Ayo, Kogan's gotta go. And guess what? Kogan is going. So from tomorrow, we will no longer be using Kogan Internet. We're going to be using Aussie Broadband because I'm sick of the shit. So yeah, there we go. Wes, thank you very much for the host over on Twitch. Appreciate that. Right, so business related items first. I would just obviously like to say a massive g'day and a huge shout out, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for the support to all my Patreons. So specifically, I would like to give a shout out to Dave Jacko, Mr. Big Jacko from Big Jacko's Gaming, Calling Pigeon, Tony Barrow, Josh Manchester, Garwin, Blackadder or Tim, and Sean Dale. Guys, I appreciate the support so much. You have no idea. If you haven't jumped in on the Patreon and you are interested in seeing a more behind the scenes look at not only the channel but just things in general, please put !Patreon into the chat and have a look. Plenty of various tiers that give you various pieces of content. Right. But yeah, again, before I head back and say g'day to the rest of everybody else, to you specific 7, you have no idea how much it means to have that extra added support within the channel. It helps all the extra miscellaneous behind the scenes bills, and I promise that content is going to start appearing on there within the next few days, and I do apologize for the delay in getting content up there. Right. Come across to YouTube, and speak of the devil, Mr. Blackadder says good morning. Oh, g'day Tim, welcome to the stream. Wes is here. He says that I'm running slightly late, and I was running slightly late, about 18 minutes I think in the end is what it was. So I do thank you all for your patience. I had to get a gym workout in. You know, I've got another couple of days of double shifts at work where there's going to be no opportunities for the gym workout, so I just had to, you know, get that pump, get that energy up, and I'd had a massive dinner with the missus at Okami earlier in the evening, so it was time to work off some of that carbs and all that I'd consumed at the time. Mr. David Jacko is here. I think I just already mentioned that, so just disregard that. VivCanan is here. G'day, VivCanan, mate. I feel like I've got like hair or something in my mouth, but I can't pull it out, so I don't know. Maybe it's my moustache hair or something. Anyway, whatever it is, it's extra flavor. I think it must be moustache hair. Time for shaving. You know, I must ask you a question, but I'm shaving it for later, so there we go. Dylan Slater says, sweet, gives me more time to sit here spraying COVID all over my house. I mean, I've heard of spraying Glen 20, I've heard of spraying sanitizer. I certainly haven't heard of spraying COVID. You let me know if there's any benefits to cleaning the house with pure COVID, Dylan, and I will implement that one in my cleaning routine in the future. Fozzie is here. He says, g'day slews. G'day Fozzie. Speaking of slews, I mean, I don't think I've met a bigger slew than Mr. Fozzie, but anyway, it is how it is. Welcome. Stwatter, morning from the UK, mate. I've butchered your name worse than probably some of the cheap butchers in the UK, but I do apologise for that. But welcome to the stream. It is a pleasure to have you here, and I hope you are doing fantastically. Right, Mr. Gowan Grimm, because I feel like giving him his full name once in a while. even though that's not actually his full name, but anyway, says good morning. So not only is he screwing the afternoon people, he doesn't give a shit about people who are in the evening either. Thank you very much, Garwin. Much appreciated. I'm just going to go cry in the corner now. No, all kidding. All kidding? All jokes aside, I am kidding is what was meant to occur there. But, you know, I'd just like to cut my sentences in half and let you guys do the guesswork for the rest of it. But Garwin, mate, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing very, very well. It is a nice low flight. That is very true. Brett Plays is here. Maybe. He says, hey Bryce, not sure I'll be able to hang around for this one. Just got home. Hope your internet holds up tonight for you, mate. You and me both, Brett, especially seeing as it would be in Kogan's best interest not to screw me on the last night of using them as an internet provider. Or I won't pay my last bill, you know, or I'll at least try not to. Because that would be 3 times in the space of this month alone that they've let me down for hours on end. So, yeah. You know, if you're watching Kogan, FYI. Fozzie says, put my arms down, I can smell me, you can smell me from here. Fozzie, I've just literally stepped out of the shower, so unless I showered in sewage, I probably smell quite good. But I appreciate your concern nonetheless. Willie says, good morning, good day, or good evening to all. There we go. There's somebody who gives a shit about everybody in society and where they are in the day. Willie, mate, g'day. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing well. Your butchers will be having a field day cutting up Boris in the next few days. Long overdue. I mean, can I come to the UK and volunteer as a butcher? Twitter? Can I just call you like Stew or something? Because otherwise my brain's going to have a complete and utter conniption every time I try and say your name. And I'm probably going to pronounce it a different way every single time. Although that could be quite funny. So maybe just, you know, under the table between you and me, even though we're on the internet, everyone's going to hear me say this. You can just tell me to shut up and say your name. Anyway. Say my name, no, never mind, I won't go down there. That's just creepy, especially for your first stream. You're probably wondering what the hell you've got yourself into, and I promise it's a completely safe space and you have nothing to worry about. Where did I put those anyway. I'm whiter than my shirt. Yes, well, when you spend 12 hours of your day in an enclosed space, Garwin, unfortunately you don't tend to get much sun. However, the bottom parts of my arms, where t-shirts normally sit, are relatively tanned. So, you know, you can obviously understand what sort of clothes I'm usually wearing as well, not singlets. It's hot! One benefit, says Dylan, is that his property manager won't come for an inspection. Is inspections a bad thing? I've never had a bad inspection. Am I lucky? Maybe. Maybe I'm about to... So imagine saying strutter with a New York City twang. Call you Al or... or dickhead. I feel like I need to call you Richard now based on that, seeing as Dick is the nickname for people called Richard. So are we good with Richard? Even though it makes no sense. Yeah, shut up, Cohen, I know. You spend your days at racetracks. What else can I say? I'm in an enclosed kitchen. I wish that I could get a like a sunroof for the top of the kitchen and get some sort of vitamin D, mate. But freaking hell, it's just not possible, unfortunately. Yeah, really letting down my Italian heritage with my half Scandinavian, half Italian skin on my arms. It's the same on my legs as well. The bottom half is tanned and the top half is whiter than most Hollywood celebrities' cocaine. All right, enough banter and bullshit. I've wasted 15 minutes already. Can somebody tell me when to shut up, please? Richard Head it is. No, not Richard Head. I'll just go with Richard. Because it's more polite than dickhead, and it's more, it's longer than Al, so it sort of makes you, or it makes me feel like you're a bit more, you know, I'm referring to someone a bit more eloquently? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. A little bit more endearingly, you know, because I'm just like, hey Al, hey, hang, you know, like that's just sort of, that was probably scary for you to hear. Anyway, Dan Random says, hello mate. G'day Dan, welcome to the stream. Don't ban Dan, hashtag. Right, let's start this aircraft. I promised, by the way, with all the hand movements and the, continuous talking and all that, I promise you I haven't done any lines of anything. This is just me hyped up after a gym session. You may or may not see a slow and progressive crash as the stream goes on. Who knows? An eloquent Aussie? Yeah, I know. That's why I stopped myself, Richard. I was just like, what bullshit can I be saying now? Alright, what's an aircraft again? I started this yesterday, come on. Get it together, boy. Shouldn't be that difficult. Wow, my throttle's all the way up, okay. Well, at least we were going to get a good start with that much throttle in. Probably the engine would scream at us and be like, I've got no fucking oil pressure and you're smashing the shit out of me. But, you know. Alright. Do we have... Oh. Okay. Okay. I know for a... I pressed alternator and it went down. Why is it back up now? Are we going to really do this again, aircraft? Are we going to do this again where we just refuse to start? There we go. Got it. Everybody calm down. Calm down. Garwin is getting up into the air. No worries, Garwin. All good, mate. All right, let's throw in some lights, camera, action wiggles. I have to say, the Wiggles deserve a bit of recognition as they are the first children's group to have won the Triple J Hottest 100. Now, Australians will understand what that means. The rest of the viewers are probably, what drugs is this bloke on? The answer is none, but it's a fair question that you ask nonetheless. Right, so I need to figure out what's going on here over on little nav map, and we will go from there. So the wind is 2 knots, so that means it's not really a issue with what runway we take off on. So basically I'm just going to find the nearest point that we can take off from, and yeah, the first ever Leica version. Exactly, Dylan. Leica version played for the very first time. I apologise for that in advance. Oh, there you go. The twotter has been patched. For those who have been flying the twotter and finding a few issues with it, it has now been patched. Alright, so we're going to probably, once we get up in the air, we're going to look at doing about a 3,000 foot altitude today. Hopefully we're going to get to see a wonderful sunrise here over the Caribbean, because we are going to head out slightly over the Caribbean Sea. I can't see shit because for some reason Microsoft Flight Simulator still doesn't know how to activate taxi lights on the taxiways at any airport other than the major ones. You would think that the Belize would be a relatively major one, but Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't agree, which is quite unbelievable. You're unbelievable. Whoa! Dunk, 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 dunk. Sorry. This might be a running theme tonight. Fully understand if you just sort of like, does this, ever end? The answer is, well, no. Sorry. Vruden says he can't fly. He has a doctor's appointment this evening. That's alright, Vruden. Or this morning, should I say. That's alright, Vruden. All good, mate. Fully understand. Health before everything else. Good luck with it. I'm hoping it's nothing a serious issue or anything like that, mate? I'm following somebody out here to the runway. Now, as you can see, directly in front of us, 1.25 nautical miles away, we have Ladyville and Lord's Bank. I'm assuming that we have Mansville and Queen's Bank somewhere else. I think I've just gone through someone as well. I hope that was as pleasurable for you as it was for me. Alright, let's see how much of a short field takeoff this Trinidad is actually capable of doing. Let's do this. All good, Vruden. All good, mate. Glad to hear it's nothing too concerning. Oh, that was easy. What a machine this Trinidad is. Alright, I will have full focus on the chat in a sec, and those who are over on Twitch, I will get to you in a moment. I apologise for how long it has taken me to get to you. I just wanted to get up in the air first. So if you are still hanging around with me on Twitch, I really appreciate that. And if you aren't, I fully understand why, and I'm a rude prick. Alright, so we should have basically enough altitude here now to make everybody happy. Go up at 600 feet a minute. Let's bring the flaps in. Let's adjust the engine prop back to 2500 RPM, like so. And then I will... Where is my light switches? Are they my light switches? No, they're just my things that tell me that I have lights on. Ah, there's my lights. Okay, taxi light off. Landing light is off, because we don't need either of those for the purpose of flying here. Head to the outside view. There's Belize in itself. Richard, when you say Kiwi, I'm assuming you mean Kiwi Mace. Great bloke. Absolutely spectacular bloke. My God, I bought my dog a brand new toy today, and she has literally torn it to shreds right next to me. Far out. That was a good use of $30. Yes, very true, Gal, and it is something you do when you get electrocuted. That is very, very true. Oh, Mr. Zach's Gaming Lab says shish kebab. I could go some shish kebab right now, Zach, if you're offering. Alright, I'm going to jump over to Twitch for a moment here, and let's see what's going on. We've got 3 people watching, so hello to the 3 people watching over on Twitch. Legends, g'day. Hope you are doing well. Feel free to jump in the chat. I will be jumping between the chats. I promise. Alright, so we are currently overflying Lord's Bank, which, let's be honest, Belize is basically just a bank with a city attached. So, I mean, you know. Bloody Hellstar. How do you do that? Wes says hi over on Twitch. Hello, Zach, mate. How are you going? Hope you are doing well. Welcome to the stream. It's an absolute pleasure to have you back here, mate. I just need to take a photo of this and send it to the missus and be like, well, that went well. How are you doing, Zach? Alright, so that sun is looking very, very nice as it arrives there in the top of the sky. So now we're actually heading in the right direction. And it's definitely not one direction because, yeah, that would be in. We're going to be flying directly over Ubisoft. So the software developer in a moment. Now, it's not going to be listed, obviously, on Microsoft Flight Simulator, and you're probably not actually going to be able to see it either, but from little nav maps, we are going to be, flying over. We are flying over Ubisoft right now. We're just off of Ubisoft. Ubisoft would be one of those lights here on the edge of Belize City. You're surprised Microsoft has not bought them too, Garwin? Yeah, based on what Microsoft is currently doing, which appears to be buying all their competition so they no longer have any competition. Not a bad idea if you ask me, if you've got the finances to do it. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, are you being serious there, Zach? Because, if so, FFS. Like, hey, Benny Big Bucks is here. He says, "G'day, good to see your internet is working today." And guess what, Benny? It should be working every day from here on out because I will be changing providers as of tomorrow to Aussie Broadband because I've had enough of Kogan Vodafone and their inability to provide a reliable service. On average, I would lose 2 to 3 streams a month thanks to their unreliability of their connection. So it would be very, very nice to actually be with a company who, well, cares about providing the service that the customer is paying for. But Benny, welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing very, very well there, mate. A Wi-Fi upgrade? Well, yeah. I mean, I've already got a mesh running in the home, so not necessarily there, Zach, but a much-needed internet upgrade. Unfortunately, not a speed upgrade because I am line speed limited, but hopefully a reliability upgrade. And a little surprise coming thanks to Aussie Broadband as well, that I will reveal in the next stream that I do. But basically, you guys are going to get a few benefits from some conversation I had with them on the phone today. Nothing crazy, nothing, out there or specifically, beyond what they would sort of usually, well, I need to think of a way to reword that, so we're going to come back to that one. My brain is not producing the words at the same rate that my mouth wants to, and in a minute I was just going to make word soup, which would make sense being a chef, but it's not tasty. Word soup, it is not tasty. Garwin is saying they are trying to kill the PS5 by owning all the AAA game developers making exclusives for Xbox. Yes, because of course, Garwin, once upon a time, there was, exclusive for Sony PlayStation, there was exclusives for Xbox. You would know that, you probably remember it. I'm only going back, 10, 15 years kind of thing. But if that is the way to get at least exclusives occurring for consoles and then pushes PlayStation to get some exclusive potentially occurring for their consoles, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Oh, shut up, bot. He's not trying to post a freaking link. Stupid thing. Stupid. Oz Flight Simmer says, you get a car, and you get a car, we all get a car. Shane, you are incredibly generous. Giving away 4 cars tonight, ladies and gentlemen. If you are in need of some new automotive wheels, do go see Oz Flight Simmer. I hear he's giving away some Jeep Grand Cherokees, 4 to be exact. I believe you just need to message him on Discord. First 4 people in, they obviously receive that vehicle. Drew says, word soup and word salad are my favourites. Yeah, me too, Drew, but I mean, a lot of people don't seem to like my word salad and word soup. I think I only like the flavour of it, and I think that's just because I've had so much practice in producing the dishes again and again and again and again and again. Sometimes multiple times per evening, I will cook a batch of word soup and put together a batch of word salad. To quote the Wiggles after their Triple J win, fruit salad, yummy, yummy. Shane watches Oprah, probably. I mean, obviously he knows the slogan. You could use, Fozzie, you could not use a new car. Shut up. You've got probably one of the nicest cars of all the people in this chat as your daily driver, that is. So I would zipper that a mouther and continue driving that. Zach doesn't have a driving license. That's alright, Zach, you can still own a vehicle. My word soup needs salt? Probably. Do I know how to breathe? Haven't heard me stop and take a breath? No. Ever since COVID became a thing, I've just stopped breathing to obviously help protect my lungs from potentially becoming ill. Yeah. Oh, you could use a house, Zach. Look, Shane doesn't appear to be giving away houses tonight. Maybe just, give him a few more streams. He might be able to put together a house for you there, Zach, if you ask very nicely of him. Alright, so we're heading out here over the water. I mean, in case that wasn't obvious by the sheer amount of blue liquid below us. But nonetheless, I'll just state the obvious for those who like the obvious being stated. Anyway, as you can see, off to our right we have San Pedro, which is an island off of the coast of Belize. In case that wasn't obvious. It's actually, like, the island itself is called Ambergris Cay. Not that that really clears anything more up, but I mean, it looks cool. It's shaped like an island. Fuck's sake. Who's this streamer? Haven't seen him for a month. Yeah, look, Wes, I'm just some Aussie gamer. You may know me as Bryce L. I stream. Used to stream regularly. Then I decided to take a job as a head chef. although that will now obviously sort itself out. Yeah, but it's a pleasure to meet you, Leaded Rapier 709. Is that your name? Nice to meet you, sir. Breathe it all up. You're ill and you've got 10 days off work for it. I'll be honest with you, Dylan. I'm pretty sure I've already had it twice, but anyway. Didn't Madonna sing a song about San Pedro? To be honest with you, Garwin, I don't really listen to any of her music or their music or whatever. Madonna, whatever you've written. I don't know. Yeah. So I'm the wrong person to ask on that one. Do you even lift, bro? Actually, Fozzie, I do. You'd know that because you have me on Facebook and you would have seen what I put up there. I wanted to eat and pay bills more than stream. I mean, look, Garwin. Yes. But no. Yes, but no, if that makes sense. Obviously, I absolutely wanted to be able to pay bills, and it's amazing, you know, to be fully employed again after basically being working casual / part-time / not at all, you know, on and off for the last 2 years. It really is amazing to have a regular income that I can rely on. Yeah. You feel like a real amateur, Dylan. The thing is, Dylan, I think the first time I had it before people knew what COVID was a thing, and the second time I had it, I was double jabbed, so it lasted like 3 days. So, and it was pretty mild. It's old folks music. Shane would know. Oh yeah, Shane would definitely know. Yeah, you should ask him. Not a problem, Bitcanan. All good, mate. Welcome to the stream nonetheless. Hope you are doing fantastically. Hope India is treating you very well. A rare nighttime flight. William, it's actually, I think it's like, it's quite early in the morning, just because of time differences. Yeah, it's 5:57 a.m., so the sun's coming up. When we did actually take off, it was dark though, so I guess you are technically right. It is nighttime for another 3 minutes or so. So Drew says, I fell in love with San Pedro is a lyric from La Isla Bonita. There you go. You knew the old people would know. Are you claiming that Drew is old? Drew, are you going to stand for this abuse? Hey, Fakel, salam alaikum. How you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing absolutely fantastically, and it's a pleasure to have you here. So, 2 seconds. I just need to go and see what my dog has now decided to destroy after she proceeded to destroy the... So, you know those ropes, those stretchy Kong ropes that have the handles on both ends so you can play tug of war with them? The things that are basically meant to be indestructible. Well, right next to me there is one of those ropes that has been torn to shreds, and it is about 4 hours old. So, Kong, if you're watching, I feel like I need to get this stream sponsored by like a dog toy manufacturer or a dog treat manufacturer, because that dog is destructive of her toys and I can't keep affording to buy them. Oh, your hearing aid went flat, Shane. That's a shame. Shane, that's a shame. Garwin says he's one of the oldest here. Yeah, and one of the coolest. At least, you know. Drew. Oh, very well done, Drew. Very well done. Well done. Yeah. But yeah, 2 seconds. Let me go check what she's doing. I'm also going to put some water in my glass because I need to keep hydrating. Obviously, after having been to the gym, it is a bad idea not to hydrate for long periods of time. So back in a moment. Bloody hell. Went out and she's destroyed her other toy that I bought for her today. Right, no longer buying material-based toys. Even if they say super high strength and all that, because clearly they're not super high strength. That's nuts. I don't know. You see, this is a shirts on stream, not like the last one you watched. Benny, what last stream did you watch? That's interesting to hear. What was I going to do? Oh, I'm going to change fuel tanks is what I was going to do. Go. Switch tanks. Yeah, what stream on it were you watching, Benny, to have no shirts involved? Stick around, it's still early. No, the most you'll ever get in this is something like this. All fingers are pointing at Wes. Ah! Was Wes doing a striptease stream, was he? See. Wes, what have I told you about being inappropriate on the internet before? That's what your OnlyFans is for. How is Algeria treating you, Fakel? How is Algeria treating you? It's been a while since I've streamed regularly, so it's definitely been a while since I've... Probably 2021 was the last time I spoke to you, Fikel. So, telling me, my friends, how are you? How is Algeria? How was your New Year's? Wes was nearly commando by the end. Next stream is a Brazilian. True story. Let's see. Remind me to watch Wes's next stream and bring tissues for undisclosed reasons. Nothing to see here. Nothing to worry about. So the thing I want to know is, how are all of you so far ahead of me, and then I'm like in the middle, and then there's people behind me? What we're currently having now is a just some Aussie gamer sandwich, except it doesn't taste very good. We are now, work with me, little nav maps, thank you very much. So we are now officially over Mexico. We are making our way up to Chichen Itza, or yeah, I think it's Chichen Itza. I believe is, yeah. Wes says, what did I miss? Nothing at all. Nothing important, Wes. Don't worry. There is nothing to see. It's night. Well, it's early morning, but there's nothing to see anyway. Even on little nav map, there is nothing to see right now on the ground below us. As we head further north, though, Drew, that will obviously change. So yeah, our first waypoint stopover, point of interest is probably a better way of saying it, is Chichen Itza, which is a pre-Columbian city built by the Mayan people. So the people who, created calendars and time and all those various things that we rely on today. It is in YuCaTan or YuCaTan state in Mexico. And they believe that it was constructed, when do they believe it was constructed? They're not really 100% sure. But they believe sometime before AD 600, so it's been there a while. So it's certainly older than Oz Flight Simmer by just a few years. Yeah. So it is one of the most visited archaeological sites in Mexico. Averages around 2.5 to 3 million tourists per year. So that's, yeah. Anyway, we'll obviously get to see more of it as we do get closer. That's what the waypoint is in 65 nautical miles, is Chichen Itza. When you say the mate is strapping on 3 coats of oil, are we referring to Wes? Is Wes going to be bathing in engine oil in the next stream? Is that what we're in reference to? And I'm also wrong. The next waypoint is in fact not Chichen Itza. The next waypoint is Carrillo Puerto Airport. And then after that is Chichen Itza. So after Carrillo Puerto Airport, obviously as the sun continues to rise, there's going to be more to see on the ground. Right now the Bing Maps is a bit questionable in this particular area. Gowan says, 2,000 years from now, archaeologists will find our civilization and think everyone was 2 feet tall, as the only thing left will be all the little types, cars and houses. Very true, Gowan, very true. Yeah, those things are indestructible, that is true. Maybe they should start building cars out of the same material. That they should employ little tykes to manufacture legit cars. That would be interesting to see. I tell you right now though, when I do get those little tykes cars for my kids, I am 100% stancing them and lowering them and modifying them to look epic for the kids. There is no question of a doubt about that one. Got to teach them early on that the best way to go broke is to get into cars. So guys, obviously don't forget, if you do like to watch this stream in a much higher quality resolution, we are over on Twitch, !Twitch in the chat. Yeah, you know, you're going to get the same content, but you're going to get it in a higher resolution and a clearer picture and a clearer product. So if that's of interest to you, if you want to see more of me or more of the aircraft, please feel free. If you do need subtitles of what I'm saying, so for most of those in America, if you need subtitles for what I'm saying, sorry, just had to throw that dig in there. Facebook does automated subtitles. General Motors tried that and failed badly. It's called the Fiero. The General Motors. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look, going. Why did Pontiac Fieros catch on fire? Is the first question at the top of Google. Right. That's good. The fires were caused by engine oil leaking into the engine and combusting alongside the fuel as the engine heated up. Oh, good. Right. Well, I guess the first issue there, Garwin, is, you know, it was built by General Motors when General Motors had no fucking idea how to build a vehicle. Obviously, that's changed these days, but, you know, back then it was just like, yeah, okay. So, that probably goes a long way to explaining why it was never really good. Get my child involved in racing. She won't have money left over for drugs and booze. I feel like I need to get my dog involved in cars and racing, and then she won't keep spending my money on dog toys that last hours and cost me like 30, 40, 50 bucks. You can get a little bit back on cars. Best way to be really poor is to become a skydiver. You know what, Dylan? Prior to COVID, the only cars that you could really get money back on were obviously ones that had some sort of value or rarity or certain modifications that came from the factory. Now, you can make money on basically any car. Yeah, two dogs on track would certainly have been scary, going, because there's no guessing as to what they might do. Drew says another way to go broke is to get into flight simming and its vast world of third-party add-ons and Aussie streamers. Yeah, I know, those Aussie streamers, Drew, they just suck the money out of you at an exorbitant rate. Hang on, a sad story and why accountants suck running things. Steve, did I miss something? Did YouTube not show me the whole chat? Oh, sorry. I see what you're in reference to now. You're in reference to the fact that everybody's car's going up in value, whether it's actually worth something or not. Yes, 100%. 100%. Dylan says, Rusty Gemini shells going for 50k. I owned 7 of these before. Dylan, have I got a story for you, mate? So, I think it was about 4 years ago now, 5 years ago, so let's say 4. I had a AU Fairmont Gear, Series 2, late Series 2, 2001, had about 200,000 Ks on it. So it was optioned with Tickford suspension, factory injected LPG, it had the Windsor 5-litre V8, sunroof, it had the 75th anniversary interior, so all the wood grain and the wood grain steering wheel and everything. Mint. Like, mint for a 2001. I sold it for $1,000. Do you know how much I regret that? The hardware is a killer. Yeah, it is, Garwin. It certainly is. Although, to be fair, when you have add-ons from people like PMDG and all that, that can get pretty expensive as well if you want to own them all. And honestly, most people want to own them all because they're so good. William says, good point. Why are all streamers either Australian or British Scottish? I don't know. And I don't know whether that's necessarily true either, because I watch Fabio, he's American. Scruffy Tam, he's American. Shoney is Dutch. Captain Arash is Canadian. Digital Flight Deck is Canadian. XP72, American. Blue Games is American. Like, I get what you're saying, William. There's a lot of Australian and British Scottish streamers for the population, but there's still a lot of American streamers. They estimate that Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 generated more than $2 billion in controller sales. Oh, holy shit. That's nuts. Yeah, Dylan, basically, that you've hit the nail on the head with that one, mate. I would regret selling that car for that much, about as much as I regret not putting all my money into cryptocurrency 5 years ago. No, even better. In 2011, I got some inheritance, and I used it to build a PC at the time when cryptocurrency was, sort of only just starting to become a thing. I think Bitcoin was worth like 90 cents, and nobody really thought it was going to take off. So I was umming and ahhing. I was like, do I risk it in the crypto, or do I build a PC? I decided to build a PC because at the time it seemed like the logical decision from what everyone was saying and the advice, etc. Oh boy, if I had invested that $3,000 into Bitcoin at 90 cents a coin, I would be retired. Agreed, Dylan. The AU is the greatest car of all time. And I almost had... There was a brown 75th anniversary Fairmont Gear up recently with the... It didn't have the V8, it had the VCT Intec. But the bloke never responded to me. And I literally said to him, I will give you $3,000, no questions asked, right now for that car. It was unroadworthy, unregistered, and needed things done. That's how desperate I am to get one back, because... Yeah. And only people who have owned AUs understand. And Dylan will be like, uh-huh. Yeah, maybe, William. Maybe it is just the streamers you happen to watch. Maybe it is. At possibly also the time of day, because right now, William, is a good time for European and Australasian streamers. So people in, Indonesia, Singapore, Malaysia, Australia, Japan, Korea, etc. Yeah. Dan says he sticks with Aussie streamers. You guys are the best, plus time zone stuff. I mean, Dan, to be fair, you are also Australian, so that kind of makes a lot of sense that you stick with Australian streamers. Not to point out the bleeding obvious, but it's kind of a really common sense decision. Not that I make common sense decisions, as we've discovered with the failing to invest in crypto and selling a vehicle that is worth a hell of a lot more than it was previously. And you know what, Dylan? They're absolutely spectacular to drive. Like, I've driven, from that time period of the, early 2000s, I've driven VT Commodores, VX Commodores, I've driven Camrys of the time, I've driven Magnas of the time. None of them drive as nice, especially nowadays. Like, if you drive a VT or a VX or a Camry or a Magna or whatever from the early 2000s, none of them drive as nice as an AU does. Gowan says, if only we knew, my worst car ever, Porsche 9146. I hated it with a passion, is now also worth over 100k. Yeah. It's a brutal world we live in. That AU that I sold, I could now sell for 15k. Or close to. In the condition it was in. It was mint. No paint peel, no rust. Yeah. Mistakes were very much made. Disappointingly, actually. Yeah. Hopefully one day I can get myself one back. Although, if I was to buy another AU, I'd almost be tempted to buy a wagon. Just to have everything, Really, close to 20k going for a early 90s Miata, 94 is it? For some reason I feel like you've got a 94 Miata. MX-5, Dylan, MX-5. That sunrise is just something else, though. It's a 1990. Why did I think it was a 94? Maybe I've just been playing too much Forza Horizon 5, because I'm pretty sure the original, or the oldest Miata you can get in that game is a 94. To which Garwin's probably about to tell me, no, that's also a 1990. Well, to be fair, Dylan, back before 96, it was called the MX-5 Miata globally. And then they dropped the Miata part. Don't quote me exactly on the year there, because I'm literally just going off the top of my head. I'm actually going to Google it now. Oh no, okay, so they dropped it from certain... My bad, I apologise. They dropped it from certain markets, they dropped the Miata name, and they kept it in other markets. There you go. They definitely dropped it from the Australian market though, and just left it at MX-5. Alright, so we are coming up here on Carrillo Puerto Airport. I'm hoping that I'm hoping that we get some sunshine now as we continue along. That would be really good, really beneficial. Just because obviously we are going to be starting to get into scenery areas now. As we pass over what appears to be quite a major highway below us there. What is that highway? That is the... Let's have a closer look. It is the Chateau to Cancun highway. So it's literally the road that goes from... Yeah, it's the road that goes from Chateau in Mexico, which is one of the more southern locations right on the border of Belize, and goes all the way up to Cancun, which is where we are headed. Cool, fair enough. There you go. The things you know, or the things you learn, should I say. Dropping the name, anything to do with speaking the Queen's English? I mean, potentially, Steve, potentially. But I mean, if you tried to tell a Brit that Australians speak the Queen's English, I'm pretty sure they would laugh in your face. Especially if they've heard us Australians talk. You know, just a bit of you fucking mate, watch out to bro, you're gonna just chuck a few, you're gonna go chuck a few manies, go grab a few beers, a few durries, bruh. May go grab a pint at the pub. I mean, if you think that British people would consider that to be the Queen's English, I feel like the Brits might have a problem with that. Take a look at the sunrise. Take a look at the sunrise. It's coming up the horizon. Doesn't quite work as well with that song as I expected it to. But it is pretty spectacular going. I'll give you that one, mate. There we go, Felipe Carrillo Puerto. I must say, to be in the position to have 23 people watching after such a across all platforms, after such a lull in streaming, guys, hats off to you. I appreciate that. We will still have intelligent conversations. I don't know what people you're hanging out with, Steve, but clearly I need to spend more time with them. Am I going to start making spotted dick? Fozzie, look, if your dick's got spots on it, can I recommend visiting the doctors? You might want to get a pill.
What I like to do to her? Something I call a dirty fuzzy.
Hey, Stewie's here. He says, "G'day all, happy Oz Day, Stew, mate. Welcome. Hope you are doing well. Thank you very much for the well wishes on Australia Day. I'm letting the team down. I don't have a beer that I'm sipping on. Pretty sure I'm going to get deported for that. There's a shot for that. Shot for spotted dick. Either that, or Fozzie wants me to spot a dick, in which case I just need to point at a photo of Fozzie. Sorry, just had to throw that one in there, Fozzie. My bad. A lot of hellos in the chat right now. Hello, 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 hello. Is it me you're looking for? Ah, Fozzie, only joking with you, mate. Only joking. Just pulling your chain, yanking your chain, you know? That's exactly right, Wes. If I want to look at arseholes, I've just got to look at the stream right now because Wes has just popped up in the chat. Maybe, Steve. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just not blessed. You know. Either. Anyway. Can I help you? Your community folder is not working. You're gonna need to give me a hell of a lot more information than that, X-Plays or Cross-Plays. You're also gonna need to stop spamming that question, unfortunately, mate. Wes, nice. Nice call, Wes, nice call. Wow, that's so cool. You're too slow, Fozzie. Aaron says, I come here to watch a nice, subdued stream and I sing and now your ears are bleeding. Aaron, if that small little bit of singing has caused your ears to bleed, I recommend you might need a doctor. Sounds like there's something going on in there. How you going, Aaron, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing very well. Other than the bleeding ears, obviously. I was kind of hoping that Sean would be here this evening because I still owe him a shuffle, but let's just hope he turns up before the end of the stream so I can get that one out there for you guys as well. Aaron says, I'm older than Shane, so I'm fragile. I see. So, do you wear like the orange fragile tape around you at all times, or what's the, you know, like, do you have a sticker on you that says, you know, bend when lifting, bend with knees when lifting? Like, I don't know. Are we talking that sort of fragility, or? Yeah, exactly, Fozzie. Steve Allen says he's a gynecologist. Well, you know what, Steve? I know a cunt when I see one. Sorry. Apologies to all of you who don't like that word. I know there's a few of you. I couldn't not let that one, or I couldn't let that one go through to the keeper without at least attempting to take a catch. Wow, Fozzie's just roasting Aaron. It's past your bedtime, old man. Are you going to stand for this, Aaron? Or are you going to fight back? If I'm gonna sing, gotta do I Touch Myself. Why do you feel the need to pick on your elders? Mainly because we... Oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. Whether or not I actually believe it is a... But, mainly because we can't afford to do anything in life because of you guys now. Sorry. I think I'm just in the mood to roast everyone tonight. I've done Fozzie, I've done Wes, I've done Aaron, I've done Steve, and now I've done the whole generation of boomers and Generation X. So things are going well. Good to see that nothing's changed on my end. From a streamer's perspective, I'm still here to just cause chaos. Have I been on the gin, Stu? No, I've been to the gym. Not the gin, the gym. Oh, I love this. Garfin's like, just remember, the older we get, the less a life sentence is as a deterrent. Very true, Garfin. I'll keep that one in mind. You got a backhoe warmed up, ready to dig? Aaron. So Wes says that I didn't roast him. Aaron says that I didn't roast him. See. I see. Fozzie says, when dose Xbox get liveries? I don't know when Xbox gets liveries, Fozzie, but if you want to know anything about dosing, I just suggest you... Aaron, I want to test that theory, because, I mean, after 10 years of being in a kitchen, I've got pretty thick skin. You have more hair than me? I mean, yes, because I just got a haircut. In fact, if I remember rightly, Aaron, the reactions that you were giving me when I was posting stuff in Big Jacko's Dirty Slews not safe for work area. Wes says, I know where you live and I'll wake... will wake me with a bionic arm. I don't know whether that's like code word for like something more kinky, but unfortunately, Wes, I'm quite happy in a relationship. I don't need any more kinky weird shit in my life, but I appreciate the offer nonetheless. See you, Shane, mate. Look after yourself. I will catch you in a stream hopefully soon. Touch wood. Thank you very much for jumping in. Much appreciated. And try not to misplace or turn down your hearing aid too much next time, alright? Willie says, I'm a bearded clam. I don't smell like fish, Willie. I don't know what you... maybe... I don't know. I'm not sure what you're smelling. But yeah. You've been flying along, not heard a word about you, so you had to come out of VR just to let you know the really old guy says hello and for you to keep your day job. Yes, bleeding ears. No worries, Willie. You know, I would love to take the advice, but as you said, really old guy, and, you know, you probably forget about what you said in a couple of minutes. Steve says, I do like the post 21 hours Oz time. You can do and say anything. I mean, you can do and say anything on my streams, Steve, within reason. Anytime, no matter what time I stream, whether it's past 9 or at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, whatevs, really. Oh, there you go, Aaron. We might actually be able to roast each other quite well then. Both got very thick skin. I'm asking for a whooping, says Wes. I don't remember asking you for a whooping. Did anybody else hear me ask Wes to get the whip out, the whip and chain? I don't remember doing that, honestly. Must be that medication that you've had to take, Wes, for the pain. It's sending you a bit delusional. Hang on, Wes, that's not roasting Aaron, that's the murder of Aaron. Blowing him up or jackhammering him. I'm not interested in killing somebody, we're just...
Oh my god, leave it! Leave it! Leave it! Just fucking leave it!
Will you do a roast on the next Cooking on the Fly? I feel like I kind of have to now, William. That laugh hurt? What, my laugh? Or you laughed and it hurt? Stu just went screaming by Garwin. Vivkanan says, where is Doggo? Well, after she destroyed 2 of her indestructible toys that cost me... I spent $200 on this dog earlier today in various toys and treats. She's wiped out 2 of the toys that set me back like $50 or $60 alone. So she's actually in my room on the bed sulking because I was just like, stop. What are you doing? I've just bought this stuff for you. And now she's having a sook about the fact that I got, you know, shitty with her. You can tell she's not the one who pays the bills. Ah, okay. Sorry for making you laugh, Wes. I'll make sure to be more of a prick, alright? I got you, bro. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, Garwin? Very, very interesting. Welcome to Oz FFC. So hang on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I'm doing uppercuts at the gym, you know, just... Too far? What's too far, Steve? What I just did? It's too far? If that's too far, fuck me. Wes, I would love to debate that with you, but I have size 13 feet, and we all know what big feet means. Big shoes. Counting with Bryce, yeah. 1, 2. Oh, that's all we can count to. Sorry. Ron says hello. Hello, Ron. Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing very well, should I say. Not going very well. Actually, both works. Compensating for something? Yeah, because Wes, I had my feet surgically enlarged to compensate for something. What I really wanted in life, Wes, is to have less of a selection of more expensive shoes, so I just went out and got my feet lengthened. I missed 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, look, Stu, I don't know how to count. Hey, YuCaTan, mate. Thank you very much for the stream like. Much appreciated. Means I wear clown shoes, my friend. Well, you know, if what they say, Drew, if the shoe fits, wear it. The problem is, I guess, for me, is that most of the shoes don't fit. Yeah, absolutely, Fozzie. You've nailed it. That's my next pair of shoes that I'm going to be wearing. I actually... have you sent them yet, Fozzie? I know I bought them off you a couple of days ago. Can you send them my way, mate? Hey, YuCaTan, mate. Thank you very much for the follow. Much appreciated, bro. I'm assuming that's probably over on Twitch. Let me bring up Streamlabs and find out. Oh no, it's on Facebook. YuCaTan, mate. What a legend. Thank you so much. Appreciate that a lot. And g'day to the 5 legendary fuckers over on Twitch. Much appreciated to see you guys there. Hope you are doing well. Yeah, small feet, Aaron. Size 13. Very small. You've sent them out. Thanks, Fozzie. Appreciate that, mate. I'll make sure to look after them. I know you got good use out of them yourself. So at the moment, as you can see, there's just a lot of bush down below, and usually if there's a lot of bush down below, I guess, you know, you sort of want them to shave or have a Brazilian, but I think Wes has already taken he's going to be getting a Brazilian in his next stream, so unfortunately I can't do that. Who's a pretty girl? I mean, she's currently on my bed, Fozzie. Wes says, oi, don't swear at me. Sure. Big feet, small hands? Unfortunately, that's not the case either, Aaron. Bush below something that I don't know about, Wes. I mean, I don't know about you, mate, but, you know, year and a half in a committed relationship, if I didn't know about there would be many questions that needed to be asked. Yeah, Stu, sent them via FedEx. That's exactly right, mate. You know, because FedEx is so good and all that, aren't they, Drew? And FedEx is so good as well, aren't they, Garwin? They're very good at getting products from one end, from LA into your part of the world, aren't they? Yeah, I saw that, Garwin. Almost looked like it was sitting still. Well, not sitting still, flying still, standing still. Something was occurring and he was still. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Fuck FedEx. Agreed, Garwin. Yeah, absolutely they did, Garwin. 100% they did. 100% those desk clerks enjoyed that package. And I mean, Black Evo, you know, if he'd played his cards right, maybe the desk clerks may have, the desk clerks may have also enjoyed that package, if you know what I mean. Drew. I seem stressed. If you need to chat, I'm here for you, not. That was incredibly random, Aaron, I'll be honest with you. Definitely not stressed. Definitely got nothing to do with seams. I know I do a little bit of singing, but I'm definitely not a sewing machine. G'day, mate. I'm from Australia, but I've got people watching from all around the world. I'm assuming you're from Russia or Ukraine or that part of the world. Could be wrong. But either way, welcome to the stream, mate. Hope you're doing well. And yes, Ron, your videos are good. Wes says, no, you just haven't tried roasting us for a few weeks. I lost my touch. Geez, even John Cena tries better than this. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You're from Moscow. Mate, welcome to the stream. Awesome to have you here. Bouncing rats are common. What? Hang on, what did I miss? What's Steve referring to? I can't see what Steve's referring to. But, Wes, look, you know, I've just got to warm back up into the roasting. I figured it would be really rude of me to, you know, come back from such a lull in streaming and just start roasting the crap out of everyone. There we go, Chichen Itza. The Mayan civilization from before 600 AD. That's cool. Alright, we're going to do something here that we wouldn't usually do. As The Rock says, just bring it, or did I leave my balls back at work? No, the only balls back at work, Wes, are the arancini balls and yours hanging in the meat drying room. Flight Sim should add live birds in the game, and then we can have a Captain Sully Viv Command all over again. So here's the Mayan civilization here in the YuCaTan Peninsula here in Mexico of Chichen Itza. Looks cool. Looks really cool. Alright, we should head back and keep on flying. Wow, the old airport was literally right next door. That's cool. Yeah, quite an amazing place. Absolutely it is, Garland. Alright, so on to our next waypoint, which is Tulum. which I believe you actually need an add-on scenery for, and I'm pretty sure I haven't added it, because don't know if you guys have noticed or not, but I've been busy. So yeah, Tulum is the site of a pre-Columbian Mayan walled city, and it is just obviously up the road from Chichen Itza, I believe. 68 nautical miles. There we go. 68 nautical miles from Chichen Itza. So, Tulum was built in AD 564, so I can only imagine that Chichen Itza was of a similar era. Yeah, no, I kind of figured that, Wes, by how familiar it looked. Hey, Tony Barrow is here. Tony, mate, welcome to the stream. Saw you had an absolutely fantastic Australia Day. Some awesome stuff. Yeah, because Forza Horizon 5 has Chichen Itza, and it's also got the Tulum temples as well. And the statues and all that. That's why the Chichen Itza has the airport runway, the drag strip, because in real life the old airport runway is there. So we're probably going to see quite a few waypoints from within Mexico that are obviously very recognizable with those who do play Forza Horizon 5. Sorry guys, got a few yawns going on. Apologies for that. It has been a big day, even though it has been it's been my first day off in 9 days. So I am definitely a little bit on the tired side. That may also be why I'm not so much into the whole roasting with you guys. I'm also a little bit rusty on the streaming side. Obviously, give me, I am going to be streaming on Friday evening. That's guaranteed to happen. It's just a case of what time. Give me a couple of streams, I'll be back to where I was. Obviously. Just my brain, for so long my brain always was storing information about the streams and about the community and about, all of you legends and new ideas and content and all those. And for the last 2 weeks, all that it's stored is food related stuff and how to operate this and what should I implement in the kitchen and blah blah blah. So definitely need to sort of realign the positioning of what my brain is thinking about at what times of the day. Yeah, so that might make more sense to you guys as well as to why there isn't as much roasting, and just trying to ease myself back into it. And I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings either. Who the fuck am I kidding? Tony's sleep streaming again. Why did you stop asking questions, YuCaTan? I have no idea. Why did you stop asking questions, mate? But feel free to ask questions. I like questions, YuCaTan. Oh, there's Ticom. That's another location in Forza Horizon 5, off to the left leg. Ticom. Yeah, how are you doing, Wes? Like, genuinely, let's stop with the whole roasting and all that sort of conversation. How are you going? No worries, YuCaTan. All good, mate. I knew there was something missing from the streams, YuCaTan. It was your questions. Yeah, Garwin, I know. With so many of us streaming, it's going to be difficult to try and find a time slot that fits, especially a time slot that fits for the Australian streamers. What on earth just... Oh yeah, I changed that to Jamie Oliver. Drew, mate, thank you very much. He says, Chef Gamer, I would like to purchase some of your roast and one of your legendary word salads. Nice to have you back. Drew, I've got this beautiful roast pork right now, amazing crackling, which I'm serving with a apple cranberry glaze. You can have that, and a word salad. I could put some pumpkin and some onion and some garlic, you know, because it's a word salad. A bit of lettuce, a bit of tomato. Do you want a bit of pine nuts? A bit of salad or salad dressing. I'm trying to word salad everything here, and it's probably cringy as fuck. But anyway, that's fine. I'm cool with that. I basically made this channel on being cringy as fuck, so yeah, ride that horse into the sunset. But I appreciate that, Drew. Really, really do. It's fantastic to be back. I was very much missing it. So yeah, I can't wait to get moving again on these streams. Wes says he's doing okay. He wants to rip it off. I'm assuming the sling and not his dick. But anything's possible with Wes. Power may go out. Few poles down near me. That's slightly an issue as I proceed to penetrate another long EZ. Was that Garwin again? Did I penetrate Garwin for a second time? Yes, I did. Well, I hope that was as good the second time round as it was the first time round there, Garwin. The gold wagon got through. Sorry, what's the gold wagon? Other than a wagon that is gold. I could ask for. I'm sorry, Garwin. Sometimes you get urges, you know? Wes says, check your Discord, that's concrete as well. No, Discord's not made from concrete at all, mate. It's just a program on a PC. It's feeling a little bit Polish there, Wes. Do I like the Boeing 747's bump front part? Yes. I like bumps on the front, YuCaTan. Very much so. If you know what I mean. Alright, so we are coming, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be coming up to Tulum. We're going to be making a left-hander. And we're going to be heading directly up the beach, or the coast, up into Cancun. So it's going to, with the sun in the position that it's in, this could be quite a spectacular last 60 nautical miles of this leg, I must say. What is my favourite song? YuCaTan, my favourite song is Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Which I believe a few people are aware of that. Because I think that question's been asked before. Twitch back up there. Correct, Garwin. Correct. I wonder if it's still in the bot. This is going to be interesting. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I don't think I can ever remove that from the bot now, Garwin. It's like cemented itself in its position. Yeah, well, fingers crossed for you, Wes. If you do lose power, no one man should have all that power. To quote Kanye West. I don't know why I'm quoting Kanye West. He doesn't make that. Controversial opinion, Kanye West doesn't make good music anymore. He used to. Also, here's a question for you guys. I don't know if I'm just out of the loop sometimes on certain things, but do any of, like, I've heard the name before, I've listened to interviews with them before, etc., but I've never listened to their music. Does anybody here, two questions. A, know Tash Sultana? And B, have you listened to Tash Sultana? YuCaTan, I'll be honest with you, mate, I haven't actually played with the planes in GTA 5 other than the standard one. Simply because up until recently, the only place I had GTA 5 was on my Xbox. And I never really played that. You got yourself a new Dell Power Edge server. Tennis server or bar server, wait staff server. Never heard of them, says Garwin. Okay, I'll post something in the Discord of her. Pretty awesome stuff. I knew she was good, but I spent some time yesterday evening really listening to her music, and I was just like, it's a network server. Is that like the new thing with Uber Eats or something, Garwin? Yeah, agreed, Dylan. Agreed. She's Kiwi, yeah? But if you haven't heard of Tash Sultana, make sure that you jump into the Discord at the end of the stream. There'll be a link there in Anything Goes or something to one of her songs. It's a very interesting path to go down. Don't call them she. I got slaughtered on Triple J Facebook for making that mistake. Seriously, Dylan? Fucking hell. That's a little bit ridiculous. I'm all cool with her being whoever she wants to be, but as I haven't done enough research into her, to me, currently, right now, she is a she. Because I know no better. And yes, that is my fault. But the fact that people roast you for, you know, making simple errors like that is a little bit messed up. Garwin is retiring a couple of old computers and upgrading to some new tech. I mean, Garwin, I feel like that's a fantastic idea. The bar is open. Okay, see you guys. Bar's open. Stu, I'm coming for a drink, mate. Ah, okay, yeah. Fair enough, Dylan. She's a they now. Okay, cool. At least, thank you, Dylan. At least I know that. And I'm not going to go and get myself roasted on the internet. Garwin says you're not supposed to say BC and AD with time and dates because you might offend non-Christians. It's now Common Era and before Common Era. I hope you're joking, Garwin. Yeah, I agree with you, Garwin. I mean, I'm all for people, if they want to be non-binary, if they want to be transgender, if they want to be any of those things, that's fine. But don't expect other people to just know that. You need to, you know, if somebody makes that mistake, don't roast them. Just politely say, hey, look, just so you know, I identify as this. And guess what? The person on the other end is going to be like, hey, my bad. I will refer to you correctly from now on. Or I'll, you know. It's just, you know, a bit of common sense needs to be interjected. I'm not supposed to say anything because it'll offend somebody somewhere. Yeah, William, I'm fucked then. I am so screwed. But I'm one of those people who just wants communication. If you want me to call something or refer to you in a specific way or whatever, just don't expect me to know that. I can't read your mind. You know, you're all human beings and you all deserve the same respect, but just tell me. Like, you know, with Dylan being roasted on Triple J's Facebook, all that somebody had to say was, hey mate, she's not a she, she's a they. That's all I had to say. It's a simple sentence like that, and Dylan would have just been like, okay, cool, now I know. Because I don't want people to feel segregated from groups or feel like they're a minority group or anything like that. But the only way that we're going to avoid that is by people communicating with each other and not just an expectation of you have to know this. Well, I don't have to know this. Anyway, that's my rant. Done. Let's get back to flight sim. Yes, exactly, Fozzie. Go speak to the manager. Her name's Karen. Have a good time. Is anyone landing at Tulum? I'm not, because I'm a fair bit behind the lead pack. Yeah. I mean, Garwin, I feel like the fact that you're making an effort, they should be like, okay. You know, you need to give people time to change. If you've changed yourself in a big way, or something has changed in the world in a big way, you need to give people time to understand and change their ways. It's not something that can be done overnight. Stu's the manager. Oh, shit. Well, shit's fucked. The manager's drunk on beer. Exactly, Garwin. Exactly. And you know what? If people being able to comfortably identify who they are, what they like, how they, you know, how they prefer things to be referred to when you're around them, you know, just, you know what I'm referring to, especially within, like, the world itself, you know, certain groups or whatever, if they have a specific way they want to be referred. If referring to those people in the way they want makes them happier, makes them less angry with the world, and means that more nice and good people come out of it because these people are not growing up feeling segregated from everybody else, great. That's fantastic, you know? And I hope that this, you know, allowing people to identify who they want to be creates that, because I think that'll be fantastic. But everybody needs to be educated in the same process by these people and by these groups on what is the appropriate way to, you know, address them, to avoid these issues. Shut up, Fozzie. Exactly, Garwin. Exactly. You ran out of fuel. Oh, that reminds me, Garwin. Thank you. I don't have Sean here to remind me that my fuel tanks need to be changed around. There we go. The refund is in a beer. I mean, I feel like that's a pretty decent refund, to be honest with you, Stu. Wow, look at the, look, I'm going to go in this top-down view for a bit now for this part of the flight, because look at the amazing houses and resorts and all that we're going to start flying over here as we head into Cancun. This is going to be pretty nice, I reckon. Got the main road there. Let's bring it up on little nav maps and let's have a bit more of a So, we are coming up on the Jashita Hotel and Pandano Restaurant. Very soon we should be able to see that. Maybe. Okay, it's not actually showing up on Bing Maps. Right, next up on our left-hand side of the road here is going to be the Hotel Palladium, and the PGA Riviera Maya is... So yeah, the Riviera Maya is the next place that we are flying over. So I can see the Riviera Maya up here now. And then just before it should be the Hotel Palladium. So, something tells me that this complex that we're about to fly over here is the Hotel Palladium. And then over on the other side of the road there, you can see the PGA Riviera Maya. Wow, look at all the resorts and stuff down here. Is the Maya, is that where Donald Trump's holiday house is? Sounds vaguely familiar. Then our next point of interest is the Laguna Yalku, which is this piece of land up here that looks like it's the tip of the penis going into the land. And then up from that we have the Grand Sirenis Riviera Maya Resort and Spa, the TRS YuCaTan, and the Unico Hotel Riviera Maya. So this is the Grand Sirenis that we're flying over now. And then the next part is the TRS YuCaTan. Oh no, that's the Grand that's the Grand Sirenis. So the Grand Sirenis is two locations. Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. So then we have the TRS YuCaTan, which is this smaller one here up on the left on the coast. Oh no. Bing Maps is a little bit off actually compared to my little nav map. That's the Unico. So obviously the TRS YuCaTan and Riviera Maya are closer to each other than is maybe depicted. And then we should be coming up on the right hand side, so we should be making way back over land, and then on the right hand side we should be coming over the Catalonia Riviera Maya, and we should be able to see Palmul Beach as well just after we've gone over that. So this is Puerto Aventuras, which is the town. And as you can see, it's just a resort town. And then over there with the small marina and all that, that is the Riviera Maya, the Catalonia Riviera Maya there. What appears to be a massive, massive car park. So this is the Capilla San Jose Puerto Maya. So that's a massive church complex, believe it or not, down in there. And then we should be coming up over, what's this? The Calzas Industriales del Carmen SADCV. So that's what this interesting looking contraption on the map that we're coming up on is. Some sort of industrial The flight is free, but how much for the tour guide services? No, they're included, William, in the cost of the flight, which is free. So the reason for this is I now have Google Maps in my little nav map, so I'm going to be able to be much more of a tour guide and understand exactly where we are and where we're going and all those things now that I wasn't able to do previously. So you guys are going to get a much more in-depth understanding of the areas we fly over from here on. So that's the industrial area. Just speak to Calling Pigeon, Garwin. In fact, I might be able to send you the file in Discord, mate. Yeah, I'll send it to you as well, William. I'll send you, in fact, I'll upload the file to my Discord. It's just a little zip file that you place into your little nav map folder. Calling Pigeons had it for a while, and I kept on forgetting to do it, but I remembered. So I did it before I forgot. So off to the left there that you can see starting to appear is locations like Playa Centro, Ejidal, La Toscana, Villa del Sol, Balam. These are all like this is like the resort area of Cancun. Speaking of stuff in the Discord, did I see your kid? Are you talking about the gym thing going? Yeah, I did. She's nuts. That's absolutely insane. Here it's funny going. I see stuff like that and I'm just like, wow. Like crazy, and I'm like, shit. I'm proud of myself, squatting more than my body weight, and then I see stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, I've got a long way to go still. Whew. But it's good motivation, really good motivation. Oh, I can imagine, Garwin. I can imagine. But as I said, it's great motivation for me because I sort of go, fuck, you know, I'm only, what, 5 months into my journey of, you know, properly lifting weights and trying to, you know, build muscle. Yeah. So again, we are now just flying over bushland, and that's basically going to be the case until so in a moment I'm going to play with the heading. So we're going to head out over the coast to line ourselves up with, oh no, we're not going to, sorry, we're going to head inland. I do apologise, we're going to head inland to line ourselves up with the runway here. Because yeah, we're 20 nautical miles out, so it's time to start getting our positioning where we want it to be. So I'm going to want to be heading towards, I'm currently on a heading of 034. And then if I change across to heading mode, we should make a left turn. Yeah. But there you go, Garwin. You can let her know that she's fantastic motivation for my journey. You know, I see stuff like that at the 5-month point and go, yeah, you know, shit, I can do that. Oh, there you go, guys. If you do want to add Google Maps to your little nav maps, yeah, I forgot about that. With each of Calling Pigeon's flight plans that he puts in, he has a link to navigation aids, which gives you information about little nav map, the virtual flight online transmitter. One of the items that he's got in there is the download for the Google Maps into your little nav maps. Somebody's flying directly above me, according to little nav maps. I feel like that's not 100% true. Either that or I can't see said person. That's also potentially the case. Yeah, calling Pigeon helps everyone out, Stu. I swear he was put on this planet as the man when you need some help. It's bloody awesome. I've always found this part of the world incredibly interesting in the fact that, you know, we are just in from the coast. Like, we are not far in from the coast at all. And it is literally rainforest and jungle. And then lining the coastline is just resorts, bar, resort, bar, black sheep, have you any wool? Oh, okay, yeah, it could be that actually, Garwin. Very good point. Very good point. Alright, let's see after so long of not flying if I can butter this landing. That will be interesting to see. Or olive oil, should I say. Extra virgin olive oil this landing. I'm basically trying to follow Calling Pigeon line that he followed on little nav map. So it's going to be a bit of a rough one here, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 10 knot crosswind coming slightly towards the nose. So potentially going to be a rough landing to try and complete here. But I will obviously have the drone out, is what I'm trying to say. Alright, so I need to balance between little nav map and Twitch chat over on this other screen, so I think it's good to start making a turn towards the right. Yeah, that's the one I'm using as well, William. Alright. Now we're in a pretty good position. We just need to do the last turn to actually line up with the runway. So the next flight, we're going to be heading across the Gulf of Mexico into Key West. So there's probably going to be a lot of sceneries available for the next foreseeable amount of time as we make our way into the US and Mexico. So be prepared when you are looking at downloading flight plans from in the Discord. Be prepared to keep an eye out for all the extra sceneries that are probably going to pop up. Alright, so I'm now going to take manual control of this plane, line her up with the runway, and then I'll get Twitch chat back up just in case anyone is wanting to say anything over there. I'm going to pull a lot of power out because we have a lot of speed. Haha, now you see, Garwin. Back before you joined the streams, I flew over SpaceX in my first flight that I ever did. Or second one. No, possibly the second one. Yeah, the second one. Flew over SpaceX. Alright, so now that we're basically lined up at the airport, I'm going to get Twitch chat back up. Have I flown over Boca Chica? Possibly not, William. In terms of Florida, the furthest I went south in Florida before we went into the Caribbean was SpaceX. Yeah, okay, so we're not obviously up to Texas yet, William, but absolutely we can fly over Boca Chica in Texas when we get there. That is not a problem at all, mate. Sorry, just making sure that I'm 100% lined up here. Amazing, Xbox crashed as you lined up. Oh, Dylan. No, so I think... Oh, okay, sorry, I see what you're referring to now, Garland. My bad, my bad. Yeah, we're gonna go to Texas. So we're going... Key West into Tampa, around, very much staying on the coast, going into Mexico, and then coming back into Texas and all that from there. Sorry, I don't know why There's another space-related thing in Florida, and I just assumed that was SpaceX. That's my bad there. Ooh, getting a little bit of buffeting from this crosswind, I must say. Hey, Max! How you going, mate? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are doing very well. And thank you very much for dropping in. Appreciate that one. I will, you know, there's plenty of adult content in these streams, Max, so I hope you're prepared. But it is absolutely awesome to have you here, mate. I'm just concentrating on trying to do a landing in like a 10-knot crosswind in a Trinidad. It's not an ideal situation, that's for sure. Alright, get the flaps in. Sorry guys, just going to concentrate here for a moment on getting this one in. Yeah, that sounds interesting, William. Sorry I didn't get a chance to read that out. I'm just obviously concentrating on landing. But that sounds very interesting. Make sure that you pass the link or whatever to myself or Pigeon. Pretty happy with that landing for having been out of the sim. Well, basically, what? In 3 weeks I've streamed twice, which means in 3 weeks I've flown twice. So I'm pretty happy with that landing. I think the feet per minute may have just shown up in the bottom right-hand corner of the stream there. But we'll clean her up, get her into the parking area, and then I'll grab the drone out. No worries, William, mate. All good. You look after yourself, all right? And I will see you, no doubt, in a stream very soon. There's no point getting the drone out. I'm last out. I could have sworn there was a whole heap of people behind me. Whoops. Alright, fair enough. Understand. All good, guys. I just want to take a moment to say it is an absolute pleasure to be back. And thank you to all of you. I think we had at one point 27 or 28 of you watching across all 3 streaming platforms. Guys, that's phenomenal for somebody who's only streamed, 2 or 3 times in January. I cannot thank you enough for the support. But that does bring us to Cancun here in Mexico. I hope you guys did enjoy that stream as much as I enjoyed being back. The scenery definitely on the improve as we got closer and closer to Cancun. Absolutely 100% there. But I would like to obviously sign off of the video by making a wholehearted appreciated shout out again to my wonderful Patreons. Big Jacko, Calling Pigeon, Tony Barrow, Josh Manchester, Garwin Grimm, Blackadder and Sean Dale. Guys, I appreciate the extra support so much. Really, really do, and I cannot thank you guys enough for going that extra mile for the channel. But, ladies and gentlemen, legends of the highest regard, that does bring us to the end of leg 114. Finally, we got there. It has been a pleasure. I'm just some Aussie gamer. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys in the next stream. Cheers, legends.